We already know that the nutrition, which is the food supply system, is important for all the living organisms. So in this nutrition, we have the nutrients. So nutrients అనేది ఏంటంటే it is the materials which are essential and also important for our body growth and health. So for body growth and for health, these nutrients are essential. So growth and health. So what are the nutrients? So EV nutrients ఏంటంటే first one is carbohydrates. So these carbohydrates are present in like rice, wheat, etc. So these provide us quick energy or provide us energy. Okay, so these carbohydrates, they provide energy. So in this we have two, like one is sugar and another one is the starch. So sugar gives us quick energy and starch stores the energy. That means it takes some time to release the energy. So that is about the carbohydrates. So like C6H12O6. సో ఈ కార్బోహైడ్రేట్స్ అనేది మన బాడీకి ఎనర్జీని ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తుంది అనమాట. అండ్ అనదర్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ ద న్యూట్రియంట్ ఈజ్ ఫ్యాట్. సో ఫ్యాట్స్ అంటే లైక్ ఆయిల్స్ అనమాట, ఆయిల్స్ ఆర్ అదర్వైజ్ మిల్క్ ప్రోడక్ట్స్ విచ్ వి గెట్ లైక్ చీజ్. సో ఆల్ దీస్ ఆర్ ద ఫ్యాట్. ఈ ఫ్యాట్ ఏంటంటే బాడీని వార్మ్ చేస్తుంది అనమాట. దట్ మీన్స్ ఇట్ మేక్స్ అవర్ బాడీ వార్మ్. దట్ మీన్స్ చలిలో కానీ ఎక్కడైనా సరే మన బాడీని వార్మ్గా ఉంచడం కోసము, అదేవిధంగా ఫర్ అవర్ హెల్తీ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ బాడీ వీ నీడ్ ఫ్యాట్. అండ్ అనదర్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ న్యూట్రియంట్ ఈజ్ ప్రోటీన్స్. సో ప్రోటీన్స్ ఈజ్ దే బిల్డ్ అప్ అవర్ బాడీ స్ట్రక్చర్. సో బిల్డ్ అప్ అవర్ బాడీ స్ట్రక్చర్ అంటే మజిల్స్లో కానీ మన బాడీ యొక్క స్ట్రక్చర్ కానీ, సో అవి ఒక బెస్ట్ వేలో ఉండాలంటే దట్ వీ నీడ్ టు టేక్ ప్రోటీన్స్ నెసెసరీ. ప్రోటీన్స్ ఆర్ నెసెసరీ యాజ్ దే బిల్డ్ అప్ అవర్ బాడీ స్ట్రక్చర్. సో బాడీ మజిల్స్ కానీ బాడీ స్ట్రక్చర్ కానీ, సో ఈవెన్ ఒక స్పెసిఫిక్ గ్రోత్ అండ్ హెల్త్ రావడం కోసం వీ యూజ్ ద ప్రోటీన్స్. అండ్ లాస్ట్ ఈజ్ విటమిన్స్ అండ్ మినరల్స్. సో విటమిన్స్ అండ్ మినరల్స్, ఈ విటమిన్స్ అండ్ మినరల్స్ ఏంటంటే ఫర్ healthy growth. So for healthy growth and increase body resistance. సో బాడీ యొక్క రెసిస్టెన్స్, లైక్ మనం ఇమ్యూనిటీ పవర్ అంటాం కదా, ఆ బాడీ యొక్క ఇమ్యూనిటీ పవర్ని ఇంక్రీజ్ చేయడం కోసము, అదేవిధంగా బాడీ హెల్తీ గ్రోత్ కోసము we use vitamins as well as minerals. So these are the nutrients which are essential for all the living organisms, especially for the human beings. And as usual, the last one is water. So water is necessary because to digest all these nutrients and carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. So ఇవన్నీ బాడీలో డైజెస్ట్ అవ్వాలంటే దట్ మీన్స్ ఇట్ షుడ్ బి sent or transport to every part of our cells. That can be done only with the help of water. Water లేనిదే ఇవన్నీ కాదనమాట. And let's move for the main topic, that is the nutrition in human being. So previous we have seen about the nutrition in amoeba and paramecia, which is holozoic nutrition. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్లో ఉండేటువంటి న్యూట్రిషన్ ఎలా అన్నది చూద్దాం. So in human beings, the process of intake of essential nutrients in the form of food takes place through an entire system called the digestive system. So మన బాడీకి కావాల్సినటువంటి న్యూట్రియంట్స్ ఏవైతున్నాయో, సో దట్ న్యూట్రియంట్స్ విల్ బి సప్లైడ్ టు ద హోల్ బాడీ త్రూ ద సిస్టమ్ కాల్డ్ ద డైజెస్టివ్ సిస్టమ్. అండ్ దిస్ డైజెషన్ ఈజ్ ఏ catabolic process. సో మనకు బయాలజీలో వీ హ్యావ్ టూ ప్రాసెస్. వన్ ఈజ్ anabolic process, anabolic, and another one is catabolic అంటాం. సో ఈ anabolic process, catabolic process ఏంటంటే, సో anabolic process is the energy is built up or energy is stored. ఓకే, ఎనర్జీ బిల్డప్ అవుతుంది లేదా ఎనర్జీ స్టోర్ అవుతుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ద anabolic process. ఏ ప్రాసెస్ అయితే ఉందో దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ anabolic. And coming to the catabolic, where energy is used or broken down. That means where the energy is used or broken down is said to be called as a catabolic process, and where the energy is built up or stored is said to be called as anabolic process. Okay, so next further respiration లో ఈ anabolic catabolic clear గా వస్తుంది. So digestion is a catabolic process in which complex and large components of food are broken down into respective simpler and smaller forms with the various hydraulic enzymes. So ఏంటంటే మనం తీసుకునే ఫుడ్ లార్జ్ కాంపోనెంట్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫుడ్ that they broken down into small pieces or smaller forms, and with the help of the enzymes they are being sent to the body parts, that is to the every cell of our body. So that is how the digestive system works, and this digestive system consists of a long tubular structure which is called as the alimentary canal. So ఈ digestive system లో మనకు alimentary canal which is the long tubular structure, and also along with that we have the digestive juices. So digestive juices or digestive glands are also present in the digestive system. Now let us discuss about the alimentary canal. Alimentary canal గురించి discuss చేద్దాం. So the alimentary canal, it is a long tube. So long tube అంటే just it will be like 7 to 8 meters. So starting from our mouth and ending to the anus. So this complete system is called as the alimentary canal. Okay, so where all the digestion process take place. So major portion of the alimentary canal. So here we have a diagram of a digestive system of human. So here we have a buccal cavity, and below that we have salivary glands. So where the saliva is released, and it has been connected to the esophagus, where we have the peristaltic movement. So peristaltic movement ఏంటంటే, సో మనం ఫుడ్ కానీ లేదంటే వాటర్ కానీ తీసుకునేటప్పుడు మనకు ఒక వేవ్ ఫామ్లో ఫామ్ అవుతుంది. వేవ్ లైక్ స్ట్రక్చర్లో ఇట్ మూవ్స్ అవుట్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద వేవ్స్ లైక్ స్ట్రక్చర్ is called as a peristaltic movement. And here we have the esophagus connected to the stomach along with the liver and gallbladder and pancreas, and the stomach is connected to the small intestine and then to the large intestine, rectum and anus. So now we will be discussing all these major portions of the alimentary canals. The first is, so this is the flow chart of the alimentary canal. The first food, it moves to the mouth, then to the buccal cavity, then it moves to the pharynx and esophagus, then it goes for the pyrolic stomach and cardiac stomach. That is nothing but a common word what we can write here is stomach. Okay, stomach like వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. And next it goes to the duodenum. So in this duodenum where the bile juice and pancreatic juice are being released out. So the released bile juice and the pancreatic juice will be here in duodenum, that will be discussed later. And then the food is sent to the small intestine and the large intestine, rectum and anus. So the first part of the alimentary canal is the mouth. So it is the mouth where the food is entered and then into the buccal cavity. So here along that we have a tongue and teeth. So tongue we have the salivary glands, and we have the teeth, and also we have a palate. Palate means that is the upper part of our mouth. That means when you pronounce the L, మీరు L అనేటువంటిది ప్రొనౌన్స్ చేసేటప్పుడు టంగ్ పైకి టచ్ అవుతుంది కదా, that whole part is called as a palate. So here what we have here is we have 3 salivary glands here. So one salivary glands are at the side of our mouth below the tongue and side of our mouth, and another salivary gland which is present upon the palate అంటే upper part అన్నమాట. సో ఈ మూడు కలిస్తేనే మనకు salivary glands అవుతుంది. అప్పుడు ఫుడ్ ఈజీగా క్రష్ చేయడం అనేది సులభంగా అవుతుంది. దట్ మీన్స్ ఇఫ్ దీస్ salivary glands are not present, then the food will not be crushed properly in our mouth. Okay, so ఈ salivary glands ఇంకొకటి ఏంటంటే మన యొక్క టేస్ట్ బర్డ్స్, ఈ టంగ్లో కూడా టేస్ట్ బర్డ్స్ ఉంటాయి. అండ్ ఈ టేస్ట్ బర్డ్స్ ఎప్పుడైతే పైనటువంటి ప్యాలెట్కి టచ్ అవుతుందో దెన్ ఓన్లీ వీ క్యాన్ ఫీల్ ద టేస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద ఫుడ్, that there it sends the signals to our brain. Okay, so here the palate is important, where the taste buds and the palate are used to identify the taste of the food. And here we have the salivary glands, where the salivary are produced, and this salivary is used for the crushing of food inside the mouth. Okay, and next after that the mouth is been connected to the pharynx, where it is a small funnel shaped chamber located behind oral cavity. So here this is called as the pharynx, oral cavity. Mana vocal tubes antam kada, that is nothing but the oral cavity, and there it communicates with the esophagus and the windpipe. So here we have the pharynx, here we have pharynx, and this pharynx is been connected with epiglottis. So epiglottis means where the esophagus and windpipe both are connected over here. So one is the windpipe and another one is the epiglottis. So one is the windpipe and another one is esophagus. Esophagus is a thin muscular tube where it leads to the stomach. So esophagus will be leads to the stomach ki velletvanti dari, and windpipe is the way it is connected to the lungs ki connect untadi anamata. Okay, so the now windpipe and esophagus are been divided where we call it as epiglottis, and this whole structure is connected after the pharynx. And next is the stomach, where we have the esophagus pipe, that is the esophagus pipe. Here the esophagus pipe which is connected to the stomach over here. So it is connected the pipe which is connected to the stomach. Here we have the mucous membrane. So the mucous membrane is used to protect us from the HCl. Like we have the digestive juice called the hydrochloric acid, which has a strong acid. So which is a strong acid. A strong acid అనేది మన stomach లో డ్యామేజ్ అవ్వకుండా ప్రొటెక్ట్ చేయడం కోసం we have a mucous membrane around the stomach. So this mucous membrane will be protecting us from the hydrochloric acid, that is the digestive juices. And here we have the layer of muscles, and here we have the pylorus, and it is connected to the duodenum, where here we have the another juices like bile juice and the pancreatic juice are being released. And here we have the pancreas which are connected. So ikkada pancreas connected ఉంటుంది, that will be seeing the next picture. So stomach is a J-shaped situated between esophagus and small intestine between below diaphragm. Diaphragm is nothing but below the rib cage. In Telugu మనం ఏమంటామంటే బర్రె ఎముక అని చెప్పి అంటాం. So below that we have this stomach, and it is a storehouse of the food where partial digestion take place. సో ఇక్కడ కంప్లీట్ డైజెషన్ కాదు, ఏంటంటే ఇక్కడ మనకు పార్షియల్గా డైజెషన్ మాత్రమే అవుతుంది. మరి కంప్లీట్ డైజెషన్ ఎక్కడ అవుతుంది? So the complete digestion take place in small intestine. So as you can see here, the stomach, this is the liver, and here we have the pancreas, this is the liver, and this is the stomach. Okay, so this duodenum is been connected to the small intestine. So where the complete digestion occurs. So complete digestion అనేది అక్కడ జరుగుతుంది అన్నమాట. And here also we have a small finger like structures which are called as villi. So as you can see, when we see the small intestine into the microscope, you can see the villi structures where we have the absorption of nutrients. So absorption of nutrients like carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins అవన్నీ చెప్పుకున్నాం కదా. సో అవన్నీ ఎక్కడ జరుగుతుందంటే where the nutrients are absorbed is in the small intestine, where we have a finger like structures called villis. And next we have a large intestine. After the connecting of small intestine, it is been connected to the large intestine, and here we have an appendix. So this appendix is not useful for human, but it is useful for the herbivorous animals, and it is shorter but wider when compared to the small intestine. And then it is connected to the rectum, where it is a place where the facial are being stored out, that is the excretion matter. And last is the anus part, so where it is the end point of the alimentary canal, where all the waste materials are being sent out from our body. So this is what we have discussed in this video, that is about the nutrition, different nutritions, and we have discussed about the nutrition in human being, and in that we have discussed about the alimentary canal. Okay, so this is the nutrition of human being in the alimentary canal that we have discussed, and we have seen the flow chart of that, and we have seen the mouth, pharynx, esophagus, what are they, and we have seen the stomach, the small intestine, the large intestine, rectum, and anus. So how does it work? That means the process of going food from starting of mouth to the anus, how it has been sent, that we have seen it. So in our next video we will be going for the digestive juices, that is which are produced in the pancreas and gallbladder. So how they are being released out, what are the use of those digestive juices, that will be discussing in our next video.